Well, friends, the plan was to spend the day here and enjoy myself, enjoy with the other club members. But tomorrow's forecast looks super duper light. Today's pretty light too, to be honest. But there's at least a chance of sailing today. So, as the saying goes, don't make plans if you're a sailor. Is that the saying? I don't know, something like that. Basically, you're not the boss, the weather is. So everyone has bailed already. I think I'm the last boat here. I had to do some work this morning, so I went and sat in the lovely clubhouse here at Tuscarora and I did my emails. But now that's done, and I'm gonna push off. So thanks for everything, Tuscarora. It was short but sweet this year. See you out on the lake. Now getting out of here is going to be a little interesting because there are pilings here, and my boat has tremendous prop walk, so I'm going to try to not hit them. Wish me luck. Easy does it, nice and slow. Alright, I'm going to start to turn. Whew, alright. Really is quite pretty here. Very different vibe. I mean, look at the cottages. Those could be cottages on any lake in Ontario, that's for sure. But they're on Lake Ontario, which is a very different vibe. This place is awesome. If you ever get a chance, I definitely recommend you come for a visit. Okay, so we're about 0.8 of a nautical mile out of the harbor, and we're not pointing too badly, and we're sailing at 4.5, and the seas are very flat. There's a little bit of residual swell from yesterday, but definitely more comfortable. God willing, this keeps up. I expected I would motor from mouth of the harbor to mouth of the other harbor. So the fact that I'm doing this at all, I will gleefully accept. Thank you, Neptune. Well, considering there was supposed to be no wind, to be pointed directly at Whitby, doing 4.5 knots, I'll take it. I don't know how long this may last. This may just be an onshore breeze for the southern shore, and then as I get out in the lake, it may die off. But that's okay. I thought I'd be motoring the whole way, so this is blessed. I just wanted to have a quick chat. I didn't catch it on film, but I just had a bit of an incident with a fishing boat. There's a whole bunch of fishing boats out here today. The amount of people that fish in Lake Ontario may surprise people. Oh, some big swell from, that's got to be from a laker that passed by. That's definitely wake. Anyway, the rules of right-of-way, as I understand it, are this. If you're a commercial fishing vessel, you have right-of-way, and then a sailboat that's sailing has right-of-way, has priority after that, and then all powered vessels after that, including sailboats who are motoring. They have to give way to sailboats. And the fishing boats out here, as far as I'm concerned, are not commercial fishing vessels. So I usually just, I act as the stand-on vessel, and I'll just go straight, and they'll have to move to avoid me. But there was this one boat, and I was tracking him for a while, and he just kept coming and kept coming, and I'm looking and I'm waiting for him to indicate that he sees me and change his course, and he's not doing it. And so I finally decide, okay, I'm gonna indicate to him. So I change course so that we are no longer on a collision course. And thank God I did, because as I go by him, there's just one guy on the boat. He's got maybe 4 rods out, and he's holding one. He's just motoring along, and he's looking out the back of his boat at his fishing rod. So the boat is just like being steered by autopilot, going in a direction with no eyes forward whatsoever. So, you know, I suppose I could have stood on and kept my course, and could have had a close call, and you know, maybe that's an insurance claim. But, like, honestly, why bother? I would rather avoid the collision. So, you know, it's good to know the rules of the road, such as they are. But I think it's prudent to assume that no one else knows them, and such as in that case, that they're not even watching. They're just doing their thing, completely oblivious to what's happening with everybody else. And there was another fishing boat just beyond him that he was going at, so hopefully they deviated, because he didn't care about anything but them fish. Crazy. Now, as we can see up front here, it looks like I've got pretty much clear sailing. Got nobody in front of me. There's a fishing boat over there. But yeah, I'm just cruising straight ahead. I don't see a wind line where this wind ends, so fingers crossed I can sail for as long as possible. I hate my motor, and it hates me. Now the last 2 years that I've done this, if you've watched those videos, you'll know that my motor did not start as I approached the mouth of the Whitby Harbor, and I needed to be towed in twice. Now I know what the problem is now, so if I have an issue, I can try and fix it. The problem is that if that occurs, I really need 2 people, because someone has to be up on deck manipulating the throttle while someone who's down below adjusting the nut. So doing that single-handed will be interesting if I have to do it. So with any luck, I don't have to do it. But if I do, at least I know what the problem is. So that gives me some comfort. The wind is definitely getting lighter. I'm down to 3.5 knots. Which you know, is below optimal. But I'm going to keep it like this for as long as possible. Once I hit 2 knots, I will officially give up and turn the motor on. But I don't really have anywhere to be, so what's the rush, right? So one way I entertain myself is play music. So why not sail and play music since I've got hours to kill, right? All alone on the lake, with me and my radio, and everyone left the club, so I did too. Tuscarora Blues. That's your motion, switch to 7-2, over. 7-2. Tuscarora Blues. Thanks, folks. I'm here all week. Like that. That is good stuff. There, copyrighted this video instantly. You know what? If Radiohead makes money off this, God bless them. They've given me so much joy. I think that's how it works, you know. If you, I don't know. I think that if you play a copyrighted movie or song in your YouTube video, and the algorithm picks up on it, and it's pretty good at picking up on it, I think they give a cut of the revenue to that copyright holder. And if that's true, that's good. That's how it should work. We've hit that critical speed, I think. The wind has gotten lighter. We've fallen way off. We are doing 2 point something, 2.8. Oh, here comes the noisemaker, and I'm not talking about the guitar. Boo! All right, let's see if she fires up. That's good, I guess. Even spitting water, so all right. Now the question is, there's no harm in leaving the sails out as long as they're not flogging, right? Alright, so we're going to motor sail 5.2 knots, something like that. And I'll just try my best not to go absolutely mental. We are 6 nautical miles into the journey, so we have a lot of nautical miles left to go, like 25. Well, shipmates, it's been 3 hours since we left, and I've been motoring for probably an hour and a bit. Still motoring. There is a bit of wind here, but it's kind of coming straight on. I could fall off and take advantage of it, and I might do that. But right now I'm just making ground directly towards Whitby. I'm getting close-ish to the Canada-US border, which is out in the middle-ish of the lake. One thing I wanted to comment on is I've never seen so much debris in the lake as I've seen on this trip. Now, we just had like a major storm event this past week where the Don River flooded the Don Valley Parkway in Toronto, and there was all sorts of mayhem. Drake's mansion got flooded. And I'm wondering whether this is a result of that, like everything from that river and all the other rivers that got flooded getting flushed out into the lake. But there's logs everywhere. There's all sorts of styrofoam and crap. There's little bits of styrofoam you see every few minutes. Like big logs too. So I'm having to keep a lookout because I don't want to run into a log that could potentially punch a hole in the boat. I mean, some of them are big. There's one here. I don't know what that is. I don't know whether you'll be able to see it or not. Yeah, that looks like a log of some kind. Yeah, I think it's wood. I don't know. I can see a bit of a wind line here that I'm coming into. Let's see what the old... I can't see the Windex from back here. It's probably still streaming straight forward. But if there's a decent amount of wind, I might actually give up some pointing in order to get some wind assist speed. Yeah, that's a definite wind line there. There's some pressure right there. I better go back to the cockpit and see what's what. Definitely patchy. No thanks. Okay guys, it's been about 4 hours. Last time I spoke to you I thought there was some pressure coming, and there was, but it was very isolated. It was one little patch of wind. As you can see, it is glassy. There is nary a ripple of wind disturbing these waters. There's just some residual waves from yesterday. So the motor keeps running and the autopilot keeps doing its thing, and with the clutch coming off. I can see it's off right now. I'll go deal with that in a second. I'm going generally the right way, which is all that matters. There's been a boat actually which has been following me. I'd say he's about a mile behind me the whole way. So that must be a Whitby Yacht Club boat as well, but I thought I was the last person to leave, but I guess I wasn't. So it's nice to have some company as you cross the lake. That's the only boat I've seen in hours. There's absolutely no one out here. I mean, I get why. Although if you're a power boater, this would be pretty much ideal conditions. It's funny how what's perfect for them sucks for us and vice versa. Yeah, there's some clouds rolling in for sure. There's definitely going to be some weather happening later. Hopefully I'll miss that. But yeah, I don't know, just gonna motor all the way there, and I probably won't check in with you guys again till the end. There's not too much to report on. Depression and sadness as the slow, noisy boat makes its way home. So the infernal motor roars on as we creep closer and closer. And here's the thing about coming to this shore, which is a bit of a mind buster. You can see all the landmarks from very far away. So you're like, ah, finally, I made it. But it's like, no you didn't. No you didn't make anything, dumbass. It's 2 hours away still. I'm less than an hour away now, but it's still, I feel like, oh, it's all right there. I should just be getting the fenders out and putting the main away. But no, it's still like 50 minutes away. But the good news is the motor is, as much as I hate the motor, the fact that it's still working, with any luck, it's going to continue to work as I reach the mouth of the harbor, and I can pull into my own slip under my own power for the first time in 3 years for this trip. That would be nice. I'm not going to jinx anything. Nothing's happened until it's happened. But fingers crossed. Silence. It's golden. Welcome back to Whitby.